Storytelling version of Luke 14. One Sabbath, Jesus went to dine at the house of a prominent Pharisee. The guests watched him closely. In front of him stood a man suffering from abnormal swelling, dropsy. Jesus turned to the experts in the law and the Pharisees and asked, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" They remained silent. So Jesus took hold of the man, healed him, and sent him on his way. Then he said, "If one of you has a child or an ox that falls into a well on the Sabbath, will you not immediately pull it out?" Again, they had no reply. As the meal began, Jesus noticed how the guests picked the places of honor at the table, so he told a parable. When you are invited to a wedding feast, don't take the place of honor. Someone more distinguished may have been invited, and the host who invited both of you may say, "Give this person your seat." Then you will be humiliated. Instead, take the lowest place, so that when your host sees you, he may say, "Friend, move up to a better seat." For all who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Then he turned to his host. When you give a lunch or dinner, don't invite your friends, brothers, relatives, or rich neighbors. If you do, they may invite you back, and you'll be repaid. But when you give a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind. You'll be blessed. Though they can't repay you, you'll be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous. Hearing this, a guest exclaimed, "Blessed is the one who will eat at the feast in the kingdom of God." Jesus replied with another parable. A man prepared a great banquet and invited many guests. When the banquet was ready, he sent his servant to tell those invited, "Come, everything is ready." But they all began to make excuses. One said, "I just bought a field, I must go see it." Another said, "I just bought 5 oxen, I need to try them out." Another said, "I just got married, I can't come." The servant returned and reported this. The master was angry. He told the servant, "Go quickly into the streets and alleys of the town and bring in the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame." "Sir," the servant said, "what you ordered has been done, and there is still room." The master replied, "Then go out to the roads and country lanes and compel them to come in, so that my house will be full. I tell you, not one of those who were originally invited will taste my banquet." As large crowds traveled with Jesus, he turned and said to them, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, they cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not carry their own cross and follow me cannot be my disciple." He continued, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Will you not first sit down and estimate the cost? Otherwise, you may lay the foundation and not be able to finish, and everyone who sees it will mock you. Or suppose a king is about to go to war. Won't he first consider whether he can win with 10,000 soldiers against 20,000? If not, he'll send a delegation for peace while the other is still far off." Then Jesus said plainly, "In the same way, anyone who does not give up everything they have cannot be my disciple. Salt is good, but if it loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It's fit neither for the soil nor for the manure pile. It's thrown out. Whoever has ears to hear, let them hear." Breakdown of themes in Luke 14. True compassion over legalism. Healing the man on the Sabbath exposes the Pharisees' hard hearts. Jesus demonstrates mercy over man-made rules. Humility is honored. Taking the lowest seat teaches us that God exalts the humble. Pride leads to shame. Humility leads to honor. The kingdom is for the willing, not the comfortable. The Great Banquet parable shows that many reject God's invitation due to worldly distractions. But God invites the overlooked, the poor, broken, and outcast. Cost of discipleship. Following Jesus isn't casual. It demands absolute loyalty, even above family or self. He calls for total surrender. Count the cost before you commit. Jesus uses practical examples, building a tower, going to war, to stress the seriousness of choosing to follow him. Be salty, stay useful. Salt that loses flavor is useless. Disciples must live in such a way that they preserve, influence, and glorify God.